Test.
What's up?
We are streaming live.
Oh, all right.
Took a
Video. Wait, why isn't
It's
my video
super
working?
annoying getting it working every time.
Can you see me, or am I just the Mega Man?
I see the Mega Man. I see a reconnecting spinner.
Have my camera open anywhere else? I'm doing that. Let me reload.
BRB while we wait.
Sure.
Your video good, or should I try to reconnect you?
You know what? I remember doing something on Tuesday for my video, and now I don't remember what I did.
No
Yo.
idea. Hey D.
Been here sooner, but I made a terrible mistake.
Oh, it's okay. We all just showed up, so.
No, for some reason, me and Caleb thought that it was a great idea to buy Joseph a whole bunch of Nerf guns.
You had a Nerf war, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Oh, it's not a bad thing. Unless
These
you got
new-
shot in the eye.
These new darts hurt, though, the way they have the, like, rubber tips on the end.
Close that. Microsoft Cam was still going.
Shit's being weird, y'all.
Oops.
No, baby, that's not water. The public waters and the roller and the wagon, the blue wagon. Caleb just brought me a Sweetwater Hydro and said, "Is this water?"
No.
No.
That's, yeah.
This
Not
is
for
better
you.
than water.
Discord sees my camera.
This episode is brought to you by Tiny Ass Coke Can, not beer.
The little 7-ounce bottles or cans.
7.5.
Yeah, I like those. 12 ounces is too much.
I get to treat myself because I skipped breakfast and lunch accidentally.
I only ate lunch today, so.
That's fun. I love these colored lights.
What colored lights?
That one.
That's real fancy.
They have the Wi-Fi color LED bulbs at Home Depot for like $10 a piece. So I have three of them in my office now. I can say, "Hey Google, make all the lights red."
For some reason, Rule 20 is not
That's pretty cool.
seeing my camera.
Well, off-site's blue.
Here's the crazy part: is my camera light's on?
Hey Google, make 3 green. That's better. I want some like strobing Christmas effects. Like I want to play Jingle Bells in like a techno version and just strobe between red and green.
Have you seen those people that do that to their house for Christmas?
They do it with
They have like gas crazy. They can have like all the lights up with it.
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. A friend of mine down the street does that every year. You pull up to his house and tune to a radio station, and his whole thing goes off.
It's pretty cool.
Is that like just a Christmas radio station that they're tuning to, or do they have like a specific radio station for them?
I think the kit comes with like a little mini FM broadcaster. It just probably broadcasts about a mile radius or something, probably.
Okay.
And you just tune your car to it, and somehow I guess it just sits on repeat. So whenever you tune to it, it just plays all day.
So yeah, if you guys have any Pokemon cards laying around, you should sell them right now.
Why right now? Why is right now the good? Why is not right now the glory days?
Now,
Not that I have any Pokemon cards anymore. They're all gone, and I don't know where they went.
I missed the first part of what you said. My audio is still doing that thing where it's just like randomly dropping out. It's just not doing it as much now that I've got a better connection.
Is it time to run Ethernet all throughout the house?
Possibly.
I'm about to do mine. I've started doing it this weekend, figuring out the holes that I need to plug and where the wires are going to go. So once I got it figured out, let's do it.
the room free built. So that is our like big money sink house repair for a while.
So wiring Ethernet shouldn't be that bad. It should be like, I don't know, like $50.
I just use a Wi-Fi dongle for my computer. It's easier than trying to. Well, we had this conversation. It's easier than trying to run lines through your whole house.
Except I want to run lines through my house.
Well, since you own it, yeah, that's probably better, but not for me.
In my old house, I had them run all up under the underside because there was a giant crawl space that went the whole length of the house, so it was pretty easy to do.
That makes it real easy.
And until you refinished it, right?
No, I mean the connections are all still there. They like run into random places. Anywhere I move my computer, I ran a cord. I can't really do that here though. I'd have to come in through the attic and then go down through the wall, assuming that there was a hole from the top side down, which probably not over in this far corner of the house. Probably run along the wall from the light switch. So
Do you have TV jacks?
Yeah.
Like the coax inputs?
There's one in your living room. There's absolutely one there.
Like I've got coax in every single room, and I'm just gonna follow that wire down. and
Yeah,
replace
you're-
it.
Yeah, most houses that were built 10 plus years ago are still gonna have them. Don't know about new houses now, but I've got the same thing. I've got a coax in every room. Jeff didn't
Built
hear anything we asked.
1953. So,
All right, I guess we'll get started now. So, last session, you guys went upriver, annoyed some slods.
We were nice. We did not kill anyone. That is really good for us.
You killed the frogs.
We went fishing, and then the fish jumped onto our boats.
Actually, you guys didn't do any combat last session at all. You had
before we were
potential.
Yeah.
You had 2 or 3 chances for combat, and you didn't take any of it.
Well, if we did take it, then you wouldn't have to plan next session.
Oh, don't worry. I spent like 5 hours today doing stuff. So, all right. So, you annoyed some slods. You talked to an ancient tree, and you found your way into the mining cavern where Flanar and some miners are extracting a mystery mineral. Flanar has sent off a huge chunk of it through a portal with one of her champions. One has stayed behind, and you still have the miners with you.
And Flanor is still here as well, right?
She is.
Okay, we just can't see her.
So we were at rolling for initiative. Hey, look at that. Everything is still there.
Did we already roll?
You rolled last week, apparently.
Yeah, we
We're
did.
gonna roll with
That was-
that.
That was smart of us. I like this
Yeah.
initiative order.
All right. So, the party is unaware of the alignment of the miners, but you do see the champion in front of you, and Flanar is further off in the distance. Well, really, only east of all, and Hafen can see the champion.
I can
Armin
see
just
him.
sees the miners.
I see the champion.
Do you?
He's right here, right?
You shouldn't be able to see him.
I mean, he's only like 30 feet away from me.
Yeah.
I'm assuming this is a lit cave, considering that there are only humans in here.
Are they humans, though?
I've
Yes,
not
they're
been-
humans.
it's like something you would know.
All right, so we'll go ahead and start off. So, top of the turn order, Yolanda.
We need to get you a grappling hook, so you could scorpion him.
I mean, something you can always do.
Get over here.
What she needs is a hook shot. Then you could pull them to you.
Instead, she's going to attack this innocent miner who is not attacking us yet.
No, hold on.
He's just mining away.
Wait, have they? I'm having trouble remembering the last episode.
Oh.
So,
You guys are so as far as you guys are aware, it's just the champion and Flanar who are like the true big baddies. You don't know if the miners, ignore the tokens because they're just tokens more or less. They're not indicative of what they are, but you don't know why they're doing. Obviously they're mining for the bad guys, but are they bad guys?
Do they look
Or
emaciated?
Are they bad guys?
Do they look emaciated and have loincloths instead of clothes?
They look like they are wearing simple, commoner clothes.
Does it
They're not chained up or anything.
is it like grungy, or is it like we're professional miners, or is it like torn all
They-
over the place, emaciated?
they
We're
look
slave
gr-
miners.
Oh, they look grungy because they've been mining in a cave.
Okay. How do they have full flesh on their face?
Yes, they are all full-fleshed humans.
Okay. So they don't look like they're hungry.
No.
And plus, as soon as they said that, they started destroying the minerals. So I would assume that they are not enslaved villagers, but maybe.
They could be charmed,
I mean, anything's possible.
or they could just be paid really well.
Let's do cloud kill and see how many of them die, and then we can interrogate one of the corpses.
How about I move up here and I'm gonna ready an action that if anyone comes at us and looks like they're gonna hurt us, I'm gonna start wailing.
I like that.
So you'll ready in action doing that? Just
Yeah. I'm gonna
if
be
anybody
a
comes within what? Onto the bridge, within 10 feet, so on and so forth?
Yes. With ill intent.
With
Yolanda has chosen cowardice.
No, I just don't know who to beat up.
She's
Don't wanna-
confused.
Don't want to kill the wrong person, right?
We're not the baddies.
Are we not?
It's such a fine line.
You're the good guys.
Sacrifices and whatnot.
It's me.
Since I opened Discord in the browser, it hasn't dropped once, so I think that's probably going to be my solution.
Yeah, that might be better if that's the case. Okay, so moving on. East of all.
Does Istaval think we're not the baddies?
Is East of all gonna go break some fingers?
Eastavald casts Cloud Kill. No, I'm going to cast...
Ooh, do that thing. Do that thing you do.
I'm doing it.
Excellent. What is that thing? Yes.
Hypnotic pattern. You create a twisting pattern of colors that weave inside a 30-foot cube. Each creature in the area must make a wisdom saving throw. What's my DC check on that?
900,000.
DC check is...
What's your spell save?
It should be on your spell sheet.
17.
Pretty good. All right. Well, let's start rolling. Gonna roll for all the guys in front here.
Roll them separately.
Yeah, I got 4 different dice for it.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I don't want to roll like 7 times the same die. The one closest to you, this guy, passes. The other 3 fail, so they are now charmed. Then, what's a good charmed? Charmed. There's more rolls to be done, so
Just making sure.
this is a slow process. Charm, charm, charm. Mr. Champion. Also passes. He is fine.
Dang it.
The guy in the very back fails. He is charmed. So the only 2 that are not charmed is this guy and the champion. All right, what else do you do?
Are we waiting on them to come to us, Yolanda? Was that the plan?
I mean, that's my plan. You don't have to go with it.
That's not my plan.
I will go forward then.
All right, is that your turn?
Yep, I'm ready to defend.
Put your shield up. All right, Armin.
I'm running up onto the champion. And I'm really disappointed that he is not incapacitated.
I know you are.
But I will continue to do that vorpal sword thing I do. Does a 30 hit?
A 30 absolutely hits.
It's a fucking 19. Fuck me. He could have been dead.
All right. So how much damage do you do? 14/28 damage total?
Yep, 28 total.
That is respectable.
It had better be. I'm gonna do that War Priest thing I do. Do I get War Priest back on short rest? No, just long rest.
You did 28.
I'm gonna use War Priest to take another swing at him.
All right.
Swing. 18.
An 18 misses.
Ooh. Well, I mean, an 18. I rolled an 18. I got a 31. So I had 29.
Oh, wait. What?
I'm upset about 18 not being a 20.
Oh, okay.
But yes,
like
a 29 should still hit,
29,
hopefully.
29. Yeah, that still hits.
12 slashing.
For 12, an additional 12 slashing.
That's me.
All right. From the distance, further into the cave, you hear a feminine voice call out to you that it was foolish. That it was foolish of you to come here.
I respond back. It was foolish of you to hide here. Come at me.
Looking forward, I need... let's see. Come on. I need everybody to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Someone want to stop her from that?
Constitution.
Ooh, that's what it looks like when I roll a 1 and I have death sickness. I do not have good con right now.
How about you, Yolanda? Did you roll? You rolled 19. Okay, everybody rolled. Excellent. Wow. All right.
Everyone's fine except for me.
Hang on. I gotta make some rolls.
While you make some rolls. Snacking continues.
Everybody, except for Armin. Armin, you begin to... Oh, wait, he ran off. Because this affects him. The party sees... one of the miners at the south end, down here. they begin to see a mist streaming from his body.
Oh no.
It begins to cloud up. This happening to Armin as well. You feel steam coming off your body, and you feel it raising up into the air.
I've discovered Ultra Instinct.
It's got the meat sweats. All those
It's
frogs.
that frog we had. God. I grow a tongue that's 18 feet long.
As you look to the south, you also see the same thing happening to one of the miners. You begin to see his body wither and dry out before his husk of a corpse drops to the ground dead. You begin to feel a burning working its way through your entire body as you take 46 necrotic damage.
Mm.
I guess that was that the horde wilting?
Yeah,
46, you said?
46
I don't feel so good, guys.
necrotic damage.
Do I have resistance against that? Probably not.
I would be surprised if you did.
That's a magic thing. I have advantage on magic spells. Does a 15 save me from that?
Nope.
Well, damn. Holy
A
shit.
15 actually doesn't.
15. Well, that makes sense. Ours are pretty high, too.
You hear some shuffling off in the distance. The champion turns to Armin, seeing what had just transpired in front of him, and the champion says to you, "I see you won't last long in this state."
I'm fine. It's not even a flesh wound.
Were you trying to talk, Jeff?
Yeah, so a 15 does not save.
No. You had 15. I saw 15 plus 5. Are you blessed?
No, I rolled a 10. It's a that is a 15. Actually, well, I think it says I rolled a 5 plus 10.
1d20 plus 10 equals 5 plus 10. Oh yeah, you got hit too.
But you've got that buff thing where you have +3 to saves, right?
That is true.
So you'd have
Roll
an
it.
18.
Roll it.
No, I don't have to roll it. It's just a straight +3.
Straight plus 3?
Yeah, so that's I'm glad you said that because I forgot. I was like sitting there looking at it like
So you have an 18.
yeah.
You still got hit.
Okay.
You take 51 necrotic damage as the steam begins to rise off your body.
It was like nothing to him. He's got almost 200 health.
Well, don't ever say that I play dirty. Because there you go.
I saw that 15 plus 5, so I thought it was a 20.
Yeah, unclick
It just kept
bless on you, Jeff. Unclick bless on your character save sheet if it's not cast.
Champion turns to Armin and makes a swing with his greatsword.
A nimbly dodge. It means I have advantage when I say nimbly.
Well, it worked because he swung and he missed as you just kind of turn your head and he swooshes over your head top.
I'm almost certain he has like triple attack or some shit.
He swings again and he misses.
Yeah.
And he goes for a final third hit and connects with the sharp side into your side.
I don't like the sharp side. Can it be the blunt side?
You take 23 slashing damage.
Less than ideal.
He is going to position himself next to you.
Where'd Finagle go?
And he is going to kind of make a grunting noise as he pumps his fist at his side.
Is he charging his laser?
Charging his laser. All right. It is now Haven's turn.
Let's see. What do I have? I think I will. Oh, that's not good. I'll come up here and I'll use magic missile at level 2.
So you get an additional. Your magic missiles erupt from you, flying across the field, crashing into the champion?
Yes, yeah, I'm sorry.
Or are you going to start
Yeah,
attacking
those
miners? Take that.
those are the champion. Sorry.
It's all good. So he takes 14 damage. The magic missiles crash into his plate armor. He grunts and groans as they crash into him, and he kind of shuffles a little bit, but looks no worse for wear. Do you have
Okay.
anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna spend 2 sorcery points and cast Melf's Minute Meteors, and I'm gonna go ahead and send 2 his way.
Excellent. Those are... I always forget the DC on those.
17.
All right, both of them crash into the champion for an additional 16 damage.
And that's it for me.
All right. At the bottom of the turn order, the only non-hypnotized miner looks around at the carnage going on. He drops his pickaxe and starts screaming as he says, I can't die like this. And he begins to try and rush past the party. Does the party do anything as an attack of opportunity as he runs by, completely unarmed?
No, there seems no ill intent.
I saw that look, Jeff.
As a reflex, Easterwald's hammer snaps out and slams him right in the face. No, not really. I'll let him run past. That's the thought that flickers through his mind.
As he passes by me, I just tell him to forget what he saw.
He glances at you. You can see the horror in his eyes, and he doesn't see anything as he just completely darts out of the cave.
Go, friend. Live your best life.
All right, Yolanda.
So, all right. Well, I am going to throw a big old Syrian sunburst right into 2 steps forward so I can see. Ooh, this might kill him. If I do this, I do that.
Sorry, what was that?
I was saying if I do what I was going to do, it could kill Sean. I don't really do
That's
that.
fine. I'm fine.
Yeah, your thing is an AoE, so it'll hit everything.
I'll just help beat him up.
I'm good. You could blow me up. Do it.
I'm not gonna blow blow you off, Sean.
But you
I'm
could.
gonna hit. I only
I'd-
gotta kill this guy.
I would be fine. I've died twice.
You have died an extraordinarily amount.
So. Get it.
Right. As you swing with both hits of your feather staff, they both clang into the soft spots in between his plated armor, connecting. Doing a total of 15, 22, 24 damage.
And then I'm gonna spend a point T. But wait, ignore that. These have to be on the
Oh, yeah, yeah.
and start punching it.
And you're going to start hammering them with your fists. You start laying dents into the chest plate of his plate armor as he grunts and coughs, taking blunt force damage from your strikes for a total of 21 damage.
The champion is crippled. His neck snapped.
Will you do anything else, Yolanda? Bonus
That's me.
action, movement. All right.
Here.
Sir Eastaval.
Sir Eastfall. So is Magic Woman still back there?
Is what?
Is Magic Woman still back there?
She's still somewhere around there. You're just not sure where.
So she's no longer within my line of sight.
No, she is not in your line of sight. If you don't see her, then no.
Okay, I'm gonna move first then.
Appears we are losing Jeff and regaining him. And he's gone.
I whacked him.
Oh, there he is.
Welcome back.
Yeah, that's the first time that it's cut out, but it whatever.
Oh, good. So you said you were going to do your movement first.
I moved forward to see if I could see her. I do not see her, so I attacked the champion.
Ah, I see that. Okay. Yep. Both hits. Absolutely.
One of them's a crit.
Well,
So it's
roll to get
17 for
advantage.
the first one and 10 on the second one. It wouldn't be advantage, would it?
No, you're not flanking, so no.
I didn't think so.
So 20 and 20. So yeah. 10 and 10. 20 damage. Plus 27. 36 total damage. All right.
Wait, what were those numbers again?
I see 10 plus 10 for your bludgeoning, so 20 total. 7, 14, 16 for your fire, so 36 total.
So it's 17 for the first one, and then 10 for the second one.
Oh, the fire didn't count?
Well, it's 8 and 2.
Okay.
Those plus numbers are for the crit that I rolled on the. If I
Oh, I see. So it is
Yeah.
just 10 on the second one. Ah, all right.
That's twice. That's twice that I've assisted you. Don't ever say I play dirty.
I never say you do.
You say it. You think it.
No. All right. Do you do anything else?
That is me.
That is you. Okay. Armin. What do you
Everything's
do?
fine. I'm not half dead. I'm gonna get a little bit closer, or a little bit further away, so I can give good and proper flanking. I'm gonna swing that sword thing that I swing. Whatcha? 23.
As you swing your vorpal sword, connecting into the champion, the ground beneath your feet begins to roil. Black tentacles begin to rise from the ground. I need Eastaval. I need Yolanda. I need Armin. Make me a dexterity saving throw.
Not good. Oh, I'm close enough to Istaval now, right? How close do I need to be to you, Jeff?
I think 10 feet is...
You are close enough to get my +3 now. So is Yolanda.
Oops.
3!
That clearly says what I rolled. Hold on. You said
Dexterity.
dexterity. Well, I'm still bad at it.
Is that with your bless?
It's with my Istaval and also my death bonus.
Maybe. Whole 8.
Bonus.
All right. Did Eastaval? Roll it. Dex save.
It's just as good.
Just as good. You both immediately take, or Eastaval takes 12 bludgeoning damage. Armin takes 11 bludgeoning damage as the tendrils begin to wrap around your legs.
Do I still get to hit with my vorpal sword?
Oh yeah, your strike still happens. It's just that happened too.
Okay. Well, here's the damage.
So you connected for 20 full damage.
I'm gonna War Priest again, so I can do another hit.
Oh, D, roll me a dex save.
She's got bullshit powers. She doesn't even need to roll dex.
I'm not worried. Yeah, don't worry about it then. You're fine.
Fucking
Black
monks.
tentacles started coming out of the ground and grabbing at the party, but you're just like raising your feet like, fuck.
Here's my second attack.
27 also hits.
You just vibrated right through the tentacles.
For an additional
Flash style.
14 damage.
That's
All right. That is you. Off in the distance, you can hear the feminine cackle echoing throughout the cavern. Eastaval sees someone come into view in the distance. Immediately, a ribbon of black and purple race across the field and latch on to Eastaval. Roll me a Constitution saving throw. Excellent.
26.
Yeah, that's pretty good. You take 7 whole necrotic damage. Oops, I'm sorry. I forgot to roll the right amount. You actually take 13 necrotic damage.
I see.
And then you see Lennar disappear back into the darkness. That is her turn. The champion takes a swing at Yolanda with his greatsword. Big old greatsword. Striking you as you try to dodge out of the way. You take 22 slashing damage. He turns to Eastaval, making a greatsword slash. Eastaval is very hard to hit. Eastaval clearly just lets it bounce off his armor. Clang. For his final one, he turns back to Yolanda, taking a swing. But Yolanda is just too nimble and kicks the sword as it's coming towards her.
We should no longer pretend she's nimble. She just has bullshit powers.
Yeah. Pretty much.
I try to keep it narratively interesting. But he misses.
For all my bullshit, my AC is pretty low. And my hit points are real
I
low.
think that's why I think that's why monks get so BS, because the less you have, the less you wear, the more you have, kind of thing.
Yeah.
You see the champion pump himself again.
He's pumping himself?
Yeah, he's kind of like.
Oh, okay. Got it.
So that's how he does his tentacle thing.
Yeah. Hafen, you see a mass of black tentacles swarming everybody on the other side of the bridge. It's a good thing you're a caster and you're not all up in that.
Yes, it is. That's what I'm thinking in the back of my mind. As I will again use a magic missile at a level 2.
44 plus 4. $14 damage as your 4 magic missiles race across, eking
It's
their way
15.
between Eastaval. Yeah, eking their way between Eastaval and Yolanda, striking into the champion, further denting his already dented chest plate.
Sweet. And then I will also send 2 more meteors his way.
Excellent. We roll for that. He swings his greatsword, crushing one of them before they make it to him, but the second one, following up, strikes him in the face for 2 damage.
I say, in your face!
In your face.
That's it for me.
All right. Yolanda, at the top of your turn.
Empty way on that.
Since you were starting the round inside of the tentacly area, you immediately take 12 bludgeoning damage.
Even though I dexed out of them.
You dex out of the initial. So when these tentacles are summoned, you roll out of a grapple, but there is no grapple now. You have started your turn inside of the area where the tentacles are, so you take the damage from it.
There's no way of not taking it.
What's that?
I said there's no way of not taking it.
There's no way of not taking it. A creature that starts the turn in the area. Oh wait, you're not restrained. That's right. You dodged out, so ignore that.
I'll go with it if he had said, but it didn't make sense.
No, yeah, that's
What is the spell that's in that area?
Evard's Black Tentacles.
We need to meet Evard and kill him so his black tentacles stop existing.
So, according to the rules, it says that if a creature starts its turn in the area, they must succeed on a dexterity saving throw. So she's got to roll on the dexterity because the tentacles are just writhing at this point, so they're trying to grab anything in that area. So she dodged out of the first one, but now she's got to dodge again because they're still trying to swipe at her.
Yep. So just roll a dex save real quick. You'll be fine, I'm sure. We're not worried for you. Well.
Did we speak too soon?
Spoke too soon. You do take the 12 damage.
She's also got the +3.
Hold on, can y'all send me what you're reading? Because I've got two different people talking, and I'm
hang on.
very confused.
Let me post the spell card to you. Well, there's that, but yeah.
Can we get a drawing of where the affected area is?
Yes, I am drawing it now. Oops.
And this is the first time he cast it, right? It just sticks around.
Yeah, it is a.
And may we have the spell used in a complete sentence?
And he's been passing his con saves every time we whack him. Not his concentration checks.
Whose concentration check?
The guy that cast this spell.
That's the witch woman that's off in the back of the cave that we need to.
Oh, I thought it was the thing that this guy did, the stomping.
It's that witch bitch.
All right, never mind. She's mine. I'm gonna get her.
Well, then I will not hit him. I will try and break out of the tentacles.
Well, so with my +3, does she still get affected by that?
No, she passes.
Okay, then you're good.
Yeah, you're good. You're fine. With
Oh, so I didn't get hit.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Okay.
So with a 19, you pass.
Okay, well then we can take these 2 hits up here. I already rolled 4, so.
Yes, we can.
Okay.
Let me scroll up.
Yay.
And yeah, those both hit, absolutely. For 16 and 16 for 32.
I don't feel like getting hit anymore or hit by tentacles, so I'm going to use a point of key to disengage and flip out of the...
Yeah, there you go.
Alright, that's me.
All right. East of all, roll me the dex.
Yay. That's a 20.
With the black tentacles still writhing around your feet, you are still able to keep them from grabbing onto you, cutting at them, kicking them away. They are flailing like a wacky, arm-flailing tube man.
Wacky waving inflatable tube man.
Yes.
Has Armin been standing there the whole time?
I've been dancing the whole
More or
time.
less, yeah.
So that would be flanking, right?
Yes.
That is now flanking, yes.
Okay, cool.
I've been flanking the whole time.
I'm gonna cripple this gentleman.
25 absolutely hits. Followed up by another 20, which absolutely hits.
And
15 and 16,
and
31 damage. What's up?
hold on. I got one more thing.
For another 20, or not 28, 18 radiant damage.
Yeah.
All right. As you mightily crush your hammer, repeatedly, you start denting in the backside of his plate mail. He coughs up a little blood. Do you do anything else, Eastaval?
I'm gonna move around the side of him. I'm gonna walk past the stunned. Well, you know what? No, I'll just stay here. I'll just hold the course.
Right. Armin, roll me a dex save.
Yay, deck save. I'm real bad at those.
Dex save, dex save. Roll me a dex save.
That's how it looks when I do bad.
You take 9 bludgeoning damage,
It's worth it.
and you are now restrained by the tentacles until the spell ends.
When
So
you
you
say
cannot move.
Oh, I don't want to move. I want to swing my sword over and over again. So here's the first swing of the Vorpal. 25.
25 absolutely hits.
That is shitty damage.
14 damage.
I don't have anything.
Will you do anything else?
I want to, but I don't have any more bonus attacks. So I guess I won't.
Right.
That's me.
That is you.
I don't want to cast magic. Make me a fighter instead. Take away my powers.
You hear some shuffling in the distance. Yolanda and Hafen see something pop around the south side of the rock. Hafen,
Oh,
I need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
okay.
You see Flinar hold both of her hands out, and a black energy shrouded in purple flies across the field and crashes into you.
Who's being hit by that?
You take
Who's being hit by that spell?
Hafen.
Me.
Is so I can't see her, but she's hitting Hafen with a spell.
Yes. Hafen, you take 59 necrotic damage.
Oof.
You feel the deep necromancy magic wash through your body in a painful fire.
So the spell that she cast.
You see her disappear back behind the rock wall.
Hey, so hold on a second. So was she visible at all?
She's visible to Yolanda and Hafen.
So,
Oh,
but
I
nobody
actually
else?
can't see out that far.
I saw her.
Hang on.
Oh, I can see her.
That's where she
Way
was.
down. Yeah, I see.
Yeah. And Hafen could definitely see her.
Oh, okay. Okay, she's down there. All right, I was like thinking she was still straight ahead. I was like, I never saw her because. Okay.
She is using that rock wall as its cover, it seems to be. All right, that is Flanar's turn. The champion begins to yell out nonsense. You will never defeat Hamun, as he turns and takes a strike at Eastaval with his greatsword. Eastaval, you take 20 slashing damage. He follows through with a second strike. But you bring up your gauntleted hand and stop the strike before it can hit you. You kind of bash it away. Just turns back to Armin, making his last greatsword strike.
Thanks.
You take 19 slashing damage.
Someone should be concerned about my health. Because I just can't be bothered.
Hafen, you see that necrotic blast, and then you see Flanar flee. What do you do? That blast hurt pretty bad.
It did. All right. So, I'm going to keep going at the champion, and one more magic missile at level 2.
All right. You begin caving in the plate, the front plate of the champion, as your magic missiles pelt him one after the other. He coughs up a little bit more blood.
All right. And my final 2 meteors.
Final 2. Both of them crash into him for a total of 16 fire damage. He starts coughing up blood a little bit more as he begins to wilt a little bit. Back at the top of the round, the tentacles smack at the hypnotized miner, and he comes to his senses. And he looks around, seeing everything, and he drops his weapon. And just like the miner before him, he begins screaming, "Ah, no! No, don't kill me!" And he begins to run through the tentacles.
Through the tentacles?
Yeah, he passed his roll to not get restrained. Does anybody take an attack of opportunity on the miner as he attempts to run out of the cave? I'm going to take that as a no. All right, Yolanda, you're up.
Can I hand him a Yolanda t-shirt as he runs by?
You pull out your trusty Yolanda t-shirt cannon and fire one in his direction.
Now, before
Yes.
we make that canon, you have literally just given her a bazooka.
No. You can totally pass him a t-shirt as he is running by in total abject horror.
Remember Yolanda sent you?
He grabs onto it as it continues to run.
Look at us for your next party.
Okay. What I'm actually going to do now. I'm going to go to here. And
All right, I'll throw you this bone. Since you have already been in there, you do not meet the criteria of having to roll from entering, since you're already experienced with the area. It becomes rough terrain for you, but you can now enter the area.
Okay.
But if you
And
start your turn in that area, you will have to roll for it.
how big is it that the area is?
You see the square, right? Did I put that on?
Where are you seeing me at? Because the square is up here, and I'm going south.
Yes, yeah. I'm just letting you know that you can enter that square. It's just difficult terrain to you now. You won't take any damage from it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not trying to
Okay.
do that.
I just want to give you that heads up.
Okay. Appreciate it. No, I'm going to cast a Searing Sunburst down in here with our lovely lady friend.
Excellent.
And before, like, she's probably gonna pass it, but I'll spend 2 points of key on it in case it's effective.
Erupts into a radiant light for a brief but deadly instant. So you're going to increase it to
D6.
Oh yeah, there it is. Increases the damage by 2d6 for a maximum each point you spend to a max of 3. So you're going to add 6d6 to its already 2d6 for 86 total.
I'm adding 46 to it to make it 66. I'm only going to use 2 of the key points.
Oh, okay, 66. All right. So she needs to roll a con save.
She's only 14, so.
It's okay. She fails this con save.
Oh, nice.
Roll your damage.
Wait, I have something that I think I can re-roll those ones. Monk bullshit.
Monk bullshit.
But I have to find it. Give me a second.
Yeah, no worries. There's a lot of rules, so.
Key saving throws. No, it's only for failed saving throws. So that's her damage.
No, she failed it.
No. What I'm saying is the thing I
for
was thinking
you.
about, yeah, only affects.
All right, well, she takes 17. So everybody sees the cavern light up very brightly for just a brief but instant second. You also hear Flinar screaming from further in the cavern as she takes 17 radiant damage.
Thank you, Flinar. And then I go back up here.
17 damage and she's screaming. What a wuss.
It's very bright. It hurt her eyes, okay?
She's not used to the sun.
What a wuss.
Considering the attacks that she's been throwing against all you guys, she didn't go outside very much. All right, East of all, give me a dex roll. Dex saving throw. Drum roll. 20.
Boom.
Boom. You are not affected in the least. But you're going to take your swings, right? Just walk away. It's all good.
No, I'm just gonna let this one slide.
I think he's seen his wrong ways. He's willing to turn it around, right?
Let him see the wrong way, Jeff. Show it to him.
Show.
Excuse me.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that as a bonus action.
Do what? Oh, staggering smite?
That thing I done did.
That thing you done did. Congratulations, you did 13 psychic damage to him.
Well, I think I have to hit him with first before that goes.
Oh,
And
is that how that works?
it's a DC 17. So you can go and roll that if I hit the next.
He fails it, so that'll apply. So right now, 23 for a total of 32 damage. You bring back your warhammer and you strike, crushing his breastplate into his chest. You hear the crunching of his bones as you do this. As you bring your hammer back, you bring the hammer down on the back of his skull, and you hear a thud and a crack as his body immediately goes limp. He drops to his knees and flops forward. Blood starts pooling out around his skull.
I say, you have been redeemed, brother. That's how I walk the path of redemption.
All right. Will you do anything else? Movement?
I'm going to move into the cave
Okay.
further.
As you come around the corner, you see a miner, like, sitting on the ground, completely racked with fear. You can see that he has soiled his pants from the smell as you approached. He looks up and sees you as you approach, and you can see the fear deep within his eyes.
I'm going to raise my hammer at him like I'm going to hit him, but then I'm going to say, I'm just kidding.
You see him visibly flinch. He brings his arms up.
That's how you make friends.
All right, Armin, you're up.
It's just a joke, bro. It's just a joke.
We're not here for friends.
After I murdered this guy in front of you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna chasing her, and I'm gonna throw Sacred Flame at her.
Hang on a second.
Well, I guess it's a good thing we didn't slaughter all the miners, huh?
That remains to be seen.
We'll round them up after we're finished with these two.
Like, we need at least one of them to stick around as a prisoner so that we can interrogate them, because they're mining something and we don't know what it is. It looks like it has some sort of anti-magic properties because it disrupted what's her Fanel Fan's portal thing. Fanel Fluken, Fennel, Flagon.
Fandaflagan.
Fandaflingen. Flinkaflugen.
Oops.
Finagler. Funicular.
All right, you cast Sacred Flame
I do that.
for a DC of 17, huh?
Wait, that second time? No, that's me. DC 17. It's just 10 damage. I don't have Divine Strike right now.
Is it all or none?
It's all or half.
Half. How much damage total? 25?
Oh no, it's just 10. Ignore the
Okay.
Divine Strike. This is
Oh,
why
so it's it's
I
5.
don't like clerics. Like, sometimes I get to use Divine Strike, sometimes I don't. It's annoying. The whole thing.
Do you do anything else?
I weep because that was a wimpy amount of damage. I snap my fingers, and a little bit of fire puffs up on her shoulder and quickly goes out.
She turns around and she sees you attempting to more or less immolate her.
Hold on. Immolation is very different than Sacred Flame.
Well, it's fire all the same, right?
It's the difference between 37 damage and 5.
So she turns to you. She holds her hand out straight in front, like she's going to fire a key blast at you. Except water begins to form at her feet, and a tidal wave crashes down the corridor, crashing against you, the miner, and Sir East of All. I need you guys to roll me a dex saving throw.
Oh, that's the thing I'm best at. No, it's not.
You take 15 damage and you're knocked prone.
15?
Yeah.
Well, are you sure?
Yeah.
Don't pull any punches on me.
It was 15.
This net means I'm prone.
Jeff, roll me a dex save. You're having a tidal wave thrown at you.
Was that 15 or 50 damage?
15, 1-5. That was at Armin. I need you to roll me a dex saving throw now.
Does a 20 work?
Well, you're not, it's a 5. Don't worry. You only take 14 damage and you're knocked prone. Same with the miner. He is also knocked prone, and some of his soiled pants have been washed away.
Good for him.
He took 16 damage. Wow.
It was a beneficial spell for him.
As that happens, Yolanda sees directly in front of her the black tentacles evaporate. And where is it? All right, she doesn't do anything else. She just continues to stand there. Champion is dead. Hey, Finn. You're up.
Let's see. I guess I'll move to here for now. And well,
Just there?
I can't see anything.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess I don't see anything yet, so.
All right. At the end of the round, the miner that was running away finishes exiting the cave while he glances down at the shirt that he was handed. Yolanda, you're up.
I like hitting things.
Hitting things is good. Good eats.
Oh no! What are you doing to me?
Yes.
Oh man.
I rolled a 2 and a 1.
As you swing with your feather staff, you miss as she steps out of the way, and as you take your second swing, you smack the rock wall, and it causes enough like back vibration to make you let go of and drop your weapon.
I still have movement. Can I use my movement to pick it back up and in my turn?
Yeah, you can if you want.
Okay, I'll do that. And then flinch because this is gonna hurt.
Flinch. All right, Eastaval, you are prone.
So that means I can use half my movement to stand back up, right?
Correct.
I will use half of my movement to stand back up.
Oh yeah.
I leap to my feet and let out a mighty roar, like a lion, maybe.
Okay.
Like a lion. Maybe a chimera. I'm going to close in on the magic woman.
All right. And what do you do?
I'll yell out, grapple her.
So a 15?
15 misses. You swing your hammer in the narrow corridor, and she is easily able to dodge out of the way.
A 13. Does a 13 hit?
Wow, something about this hallway is making it really hard to hit Flanar. Do you do anything else?
Nope, that's it.
That's it. All right, Armin. You are prone.
Knocked down on the ground with 1 health. The smart thing to do would be to heal myself. But that's not what I'm going to do. I can't actually get to her so that I can also roll poorly because everyone's in the way. This is narrow enough to where I couldn't move in, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You are correct. Are you going to stand up or are you going to stay prone?
Assuming I stay prone, I guess it wouldn't matter. I don't gain like AC. I mean, I'm not half cover up. I'm on the ground.
You're on the ground.
So, I cast anti-magic field on her.
An 8th level spell?
8th level spell. 10-foot radius sphere of anti-magic surrounds you. Ooh, I thought I could cast it around her.
A 10-foot invisible sphere of anti-magic surrounds you. This area is divorced from the magical energy that suffuses the multiverse. So, yeah, it would be around you.
For some reason, I thought I could cast it on an area. So never mind. I don't do that. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, the range and target is self. So no.
Yeah, this is unhelpful in my current situation.
It's real tight.
Yeah, it's real tight. We have her surrounded. I'm gonna use half my movement to stand up, and I'm gonna get up all proper like, and I'm gonna ask her, "Would you like to surrender?"
She says, "I would rather die than surrender."
Well, that's unnecessary, I think. What good are you to anyone dead?
Well, all you could ask, or all you could say, was the first thing.
Well, then I cast Sacred Flame.
Good old Sacred Flame.
It only does 9. It only does 12. I gotta turn off this.
And 12 it does.
I light her non-existent mustache on fire. That's
A
me.
flame washes over her.
I should have healed myself. That was dumb. Oh well.
And she calls the lot of you cowards as she holds a finger up and snaps.
And she explodes. Also, why are we cowards?
Yeah.
We've
a
been
big
trying
idea.
to, we're just not good at it.
What happens when she snaps her fingers?
One of us dies. Definitely.
Is that her casting a spell?
Immediately, she disappears.
That's a spell cast. We have a thing for that.
Yeah, is that something that could be counterspelled?
No.
That's some bullshit.
Look at what counterspell does.
You attempt to interrupt a creature in the process of casting a spell. If the creature is casting a 3rd level or lower, the spell
Right.
fails. If the casting of the spell is 4th level or higher, you make an ability check.
DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. Well, I guess you could try. If you want to counterspell. I don't think you'll be able to do it, but you can try.
No. Based off of your reaction to that, I'll probably save that for later.
When she appears on the other bridge next to Hafen.
I'm confused. Why would she call us a coward and then run away?
Yeah.
She's projecting.
She's projecting, bro.
She's Trump.
This miner over here, he lets out a very cowardly yelp as Easterval and Armin turns around, and he shits his pants again.
Why are all these scared miners working for her? This makes no sense to me.
Hafen, you're up.
They're probably not professional miners. They're probably just townsfolk that were kidnapped.
Amateur miners.
They know that the pointy end hits the rocks. That's it.
Okay. I have a level 8 slot. So I am going to use that to cast Immolation.
Of course, immolation is always the answer.
If it's alive, burn it till it's not.
What's your DC?
17.
17. All right, Flanar passes. Takes 46 fire on a failed save, and the spell ends on if the. Yeah. Oh wait, that's if it's immolated. 8d6 on a failed save, or half as much. So she'll take 13 fire damage, but she is not immolated. All right, Yolanda. You see that it looks like Flanar is trying to run away.
I could run faster than her.
Can you carry me with you?
Wait, hold on. Which direction did she go? Because I looked away from the screen.
You
She
didn't
went-
see. I mean, you didn't see where she
She
went.
went back this way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, none of you saw where she went,
But you definitely heard Hafen lighting shit on fire.
but you definitely heard Hafen lighting shit on fire.
Catch her. Without even sprinting. Oh, yeah! Yeah.
Oh no.
Right.
Bit.
You strike her with your feather staff for 16. That's down to that. And you follow through with an additional 27. As you crack her in the back of the skull, she collapses to the ground. Combat is now over.
Was that
Armin, I did it!
Did you
did it
kill?
with extreme prejudice?
Did you
Hang on,
kill her?
I gotta go open the door for Eileen. Hang on.
I run over there. Did you kill her? Is she dead? I kick her.
Yeah.
Great shot.
Was I not supposed to?
I don't remember. I don't like her, so maybe not.
Don't we have a way to like make her wake up if we need to? Even though
We
she's
could
dead?
resurrect her, but it would cost us money.
Oh. No, let's just drag her dead body around in case we need it.
Great. What if she comes back as a zombie in our bag or something?
Then we'll hit her over the head again.
I think we should. I think we should take her body, resurrect her, and then anti-magic field her, so she can't do anything. And we interrogate her.
I don't like this plan.
Why? What do you not like about knowing the plan that her boss has?
I just, I can tell you I'm extremely exhausted. So if something were to go wrong, there is no way I could be of any assistance.
I'm not
That's
saying.
what I don't like about it.
I'm not saying that we should do that here because we can wait. We don't have to res her immediately. We can wait like up to like 10 days.
Okay. Well then,
Does
that's
her,
better.
does her head need to be attached to her body, or can we like chop that off just in case?
we need her alive. We need to be able to bring her back to life. She can't be back
They can't
alive if she's in two
stitch
pieces.
All
I mean,
right.
they could stitch the head back on.
Well,
No,
could
not
we-
how magic works.
Could we
All right.
just make up the head?
No.
I've got some brine, and we've got that.
Oh, I forgot. Istobal is fucking crazy.
Yeah, I've got that brine. We've got some oak flasks, like the big casks. Like you'd have liquor, and we could dump the liquor out, put the brine in, and save the head.
Just fold her up, put her in my backpack. We'll bring her back and resurrect her.
Hey, let's search her first.
Why would you want to resurrect her?
Interrogate her.
Do you think she's really going to talk?
Maybe we could trick her.
You could trick her.
We've been so good about tricking people so far.
I say we search her body, see if we can find any notes or anything. She might have instructions. We might could find out stuff just by taking a quick look for some notes or anything.
All right, well, when you search her body, you find a ring of free action.
Okay.
You find a wand of enemy detection. And a wand of lightning bolts. As well as a bag containing 10,000 gold pieces.
Let me just go ahead and open up the bank. You said 10,000?
10,000.
Say, all I found is this wand.
Two wands.
No, I just found this one wand.
Roll deception.
I'm just kidding. I don't want to. I'm handing everything over for the group.
So ring of free action, wand of lightning, and what?
Wand of lightning bolts, wand of enemy detection. So there's a pretty good idea of how she knew you were coming.
Yeah,
She's a bitch.
she knew. She can't even let us get a fair jump on her.
But you have a dead Flanar in front of you. You have a couple of miners that are just snapping out of their hypnotic pattern now.
Let's interrogate them.
Yeah, they might know something.
I walk up to the one that hasn't snapped out, and I smack him in the face with my hand.
He comes to, and he looks around, and he sees the downed champion, and he sees Yolanda standing over Flanar's
I'm gonna
dead
come up
body.
and good cop. Hey man, don't hit him.
But I want to hit him again. As I'm
Look,
bleeding
there's
out of
no
every
reason to
orifice.
violence. Let's just talk to this gentleman.
He's obviously working for them. We should just kill him.
He brings no, please.
Please
We
kill
don't do
you?
it willingly. They made us. They made us do it.
How did they make you do it?
They told us they were going to kill everybody in our village if we didn't help. We were the only ones that knew where this mine was.
In your village? Is your entire village down here?
No, it's the village of Asimbra, though.
Wait. So, okay. Does your village know you're down here?
I don't know what's happened. We were just threatened.
You were threatened with the possibility that they would go back and kill your village if you did something.
Yeah, because only we had the knowledge of this mine's location because of what grows here.
What are you mining for?
It's for a very special mineral. As you can see around you, they've exhausted most of the veins, but there's a little bit left. And he reaches into one of the carts and he hands you a small fist-sized chunk of the mineral, and he says, "Be careful with it. It's very fragile."
Oh, what does it do?
Does it explode?
It doesn't. It only explodes if you want it to, he says.
Well, that's the case for anything with us.
Found that to be the case with most things.
So, like, I don't know exactly why they were after it, but it's a very rare mineral.
Is that the only thing you can do with it, or what? Are there other uses for it?
I'm not sure what other uses for it there are, but it's very fragile, and it only grows here in the entire forest.
So they're getting a rare and volatile mineral from a mine.
Sounds like they're making a bomb. A mana bomb.
A mana bomb.
Are these the only two you've seen in charge around here?
So they were basically our slave drivers.
But just these two.
Well, there was the other one that escaped through the portal.
Yeah, what's his name?
I don't know.
You are
Can
so
you describe
useless.
him?
Do you want to
I'm just
live?
I don't know.
Oh God, don't try and kill him.
Oh, stay your hand, please. Can you describe this gentleman?
He looked like, and he points to the dead one on the ground. He looked just like him.
What, ugly?
Or like a clone?
Not like a clone, but the same kind of.
Great, these villagers are racist too.
So all kids looking like to
He
you?
was just a big hulking man in armor, just like the one you took down.
Does he look like me? I'm a big hulking man in armor as I cough up blood.
I'm gonna reach over and casually heal you for 30 points.
Much appreciated. Oh, I feel slightly invigorated. I could be more of a dick now.
I've answered your questions. Can I go now?
No, you're going to lead us back to your village. I think if that's where we want to go.
I think we should investigate the cave and see what there is to see around here. Have we looked through the cave yet?
Nah, you haven't.
Your people were, you guys were brought here because you knew this cave?
Well, yeah, we knew of its location. We knew that
But-
it grew a rare mineral. We're not 100% sure what it does, but they've used it with spells.
And let's take a tour of this cave, and then maybe we'll head back to your village with you.
So, okay, so you can look around the cave. So you have the option now that you have a sample of, right now, before you look around the cave, of potentially what Davril sent you here for. Or you could help this villager back to his town, Isimbra, which is not the opposite direction of your kind of little base right now, but it's out of the way currently.
200 miles to the north.
I'm not really
No,
interested in helping this villager, actually. We've got shit to do.
Yeah. If he doesn't know anything else, and he's not headed our way, what do y'all think? We'll just tell him to.
I think we should send him on his way. We should fold up Fandelflugen or Finnelfucker or whatever her name is and put her in the bag. And mainly because we might want to res her interrogator, but also because Ditex kept coming back to life. And we want to make sure that doesn't happen with her.
Well, you haven't seen Jandor or Thanel in a while either, so.
Well, I mean, we've been lost in time and space also.
It's true. All right, so do you, I guess, do a cursory sweep around?
I think so.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Looking around the cavern, you notice that all of the veins are basically exhausted. There's a lot of powdered dust on the floor to where they were destroying the minerals growing on the walls. But in the back of the cavern, where Flanar initially was, you find a second fist-sized chunk of the same mineral. So you have two of them now.
Snag him.
We should infuse it with like a smite and throw it at somebody.
Or we could take it to Davril.
He can have one of them. Actually, no. He can tell us why he needs them. That's a reasonable request.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
And
All right. So do you guys want to head back now, or anything else you want to do here?
I think I'm good. We got what we came for.
Excellent.
Yep. I
All
wish
right.
the miners were on their way home.
The miners thank you for freeing them from their masters, their begrudging masters. And the last three leave the cave, and as the last one passes out, the smell of soiled pants wafts through the cavern.
Hold a minute. Yolanda, do you have another one of those t-shirts?
Yeah,
Can you get this gentleman looked up?
He
course.
needs.
I
he
was
needs
gonna give him one.
pants.
I mean, he could take another T-shirt and like put them on like pants, but then his crotch is kind of like.
It's an easy access for pissing.
I give him 2 T-shirts. Do with them as you will.
He puts one of he opens the shirt up and he puts it on and he sticks his legs through the armholes and he pulls it up. He's just like, oh, there's an easy access hole on the bottom. Great.
We couldn't have just given him the clothes that the champion was wearing. He has to wear 2 t-shirts instead.
Yes, with my
He's
face
not
on them.
complaining. He is. All of the miners are now walking out, and they leave the cavern.
Alamucha.
This is how word spreads of our group. Yolanda t-shirts.
All right. So
It's
you
not
guys
like
want-
I exactly am sneaky about our identity.
We rescue you and hand out, party favors.
At least we rescued these and we weren't like killed.
Should we take a short rest?
No, we should take a long rest.
You know what? I'm gonna save you the trouble.
And
And
teleport us
you-
back.
Yeah. After half a day's ride, you make it back to Mythdraenor.
So,
Davryl's there, waiting for you.
so that cost us like a day total getting there and back?
Yeah, more or less.
Sup, Davryl? We got some stuff. We did that thing you said to do.
So,
I'll also put Fennel.
how'd it go?
Oh,
Did you find it? Did you find it?
yeah, and I
Did you
pull.
find the cave?
I say yes, and I pull. What's her name out of my bag?
Oh, whoa! That
Whoa! Put that away. Don't really see. Keep it
Hang
down.
on, wait. Why is she in your bag?
I don't even understand the question. She works for Haman and Ditex. We can resurrect her and interrogate her.
Well, I mean, we can attempt it. She might not talk, though.
Yeah, well, she probably doesn't need to see my face or any of our faces when she wakes up. But if she sees someone she doesn't know, or maybe we cast an illusion to make them look like Ditex, we can act like Ditex saved her.
I mean, that can always be the case. Memory's a little bit hazy, when you're
you're
dead.
I think that's what we should
All right.
do.
So you said you had some stuff. Is this the only thing?
I was not carrying the gem thing.
Yeah, we've got these as well. They were mining this.
Are you juggling it in front of him?
Do-do-do-do-do.
Yeah.
We've got these fragile
I'm just
gems.
tossing it up in the air and looking at it.
Throw it up in the air and catch it real hard, and it just shatters. All right.
The miners said they weren't sure what it was, but that it's volatile.
Volatile. Well, Davryl he reaches out to take it from your hand, gives it a look over, and he goes, well, they're right about one thing. It can be volatile, but this is very, how do I say, alarming, to say the least.
Okay, go ahead.
Not like you said it.
So
Have you ever heard of Chardalin?
it's gonna be a round of history checks.
Yeah, roll me some history checks, everybody.
I would argue that Istival, with his dwarven background, probably has advantage on mining rocks.
Oh,
Yolanda's
Boo.
Hafen is Sean is
All right, Istival, what you got? He has advantage because of dwarf shit.
He does.
Definitely.
East of all has heard of Chardalin. Feel free to Google that, Jeff.
No, just tell us what you think it is. Make up something fun.
How do you spell it? I'm gonna Google it.
It could have been so fun. You could have made a nuke.
No, tell me what you think first before you go Googling. But you're still Googling.
I'll tell you what it is. It's
So I don't know.
Davryl sees the glint in Eastival's eyes, and he says, you know what this is. This is a very special mineral. this mineral is very, very rare. In fact, I am surprised to see it growing on this side of the world. It must be a pour over from another plane of existence, potentially from something Hamun is trying to do with everything that's going wrong lately. But this Chardalin is, like I said, extremely rare. It can store, for every piece you have, it can store a magical spell. To be, and when you crush it, which is why it's so fragile, it releases the spell that was cast. So, for example, if I cast a fireball into this, and then you throw it at a point and it explodes, and it shatters, the fireball spell will ignite. You can do this literally with any spell.
So it's like a necklace of. It's like it behaves like a necklace of fireballs would behave.
Well, I mean, with that example, yes, but you can literally cast any spell into this. Any spell. You can
So-
cast a wish spell into this.
So it is not a powerful laxative.
You can eat some of the powder. Probably
Wait.
treat it like Turbo Lax.
So
So
what
if someone-
happens if we cast like minor, or what's it? Heal wounds.
So the heal wound spell will absorb into the stone if you cast it on yourself. But if someone else crushes it away from you, nothing will happen.
What if you threw it
But
as like a projectile?
The cure wounds?
Yeah.
Well, you have to target a creature to cast that spell, correct?
Yes.
And if this rock is within range, it'll absorb that spell. But if that creature is out of range when you crack it, it doesn't happen. The spell doesn't go off.
Okay.
So this is really good for point spells instead of target spells.
But you have to cast the spell to put it in there.
You have to use the spell slot to cast it, and you can activate it at any time. An hour from now, 1,000 years from now, the spell will still happen.
So I guess that means we need to go back and harvest all of the mineral.
It's all gone.
It was all gone. Hamun's forces got a lot of it, which is why this is so alarming. Davril says. I know that Hamun is working with Velsharoon, the god of necromancy, and the dragons. So, through my pipeline of information, and he points to Thorn over here. Thorn waves. Hey guys.
My man, where's my dragon sword?
When Davril's done, we can talk. It sounds like that, for whatever reason, I think Hamun is trying to pull Tiamat into this material plane.
I bet he could do that if he could load up like 10 of these things with wishes and cast 10 wish spells at once.
That's a hypothetical that we're going with, knowing this information now. We only know this because we had agents of our Council of Wizards. They have infiltrated Hamun's ranks, so we have men on the inside trying to get information currently.
She's not one of them, is she?
Flinar? She's not one of ours.
Or a guy named Yandar, or...
Thanel and Jandar?
Yes, those guys. Do those names sound familiar?
Those names are very familiar. Those were two of Hamun's lieutenants.
Okay, they're dead, but you would know that because they've been dead for like 6 months, I guess.
Yeah,
that's been a while.
Dang.
it has been a while. Oh, by the way, and he reaches into his pouch and he pulls out a glowing green card and hands it back to you. While you were gone in the last day or so, I managed with a little help from Azuth, we pulled that dungeon out from the plane of existence it was on.
And you put it on this card, and I flip it over back and forth.
You could think of it like that. It's sitting in a pocket dimension now, and you can use it to pass through back to the other side of the continent whenever you need to. You can also use it as a home base if you want. You can use it to access it through this portal right here. Couldn't move the portal.
So we have to enter it through here, but I can carry it around with me?
Yes. Look, we only had a day to work with
If I shake it, do I hear like... do I
hear
hear
ru- you-
rumbling?
You hear rumbling.
It's like, I'm renovating.
Well, we only had a day to work on it, and this is the furthest that we got. So
I'm not going to turn this thing into a church. Hafen, do you want this?
Heck yeah. Lay it on, brother.
I flick it at you like Gambit would flick a card at you.
I catch it and pocket it.
now, Davril says, there are those other cities that are kind of, under siege, I guess you could say. They've been taken over by enemy forces.
That's why we need to talk to her. And I point at Finkelfangen.
Think Flanar.
I'm never going to remember her name. We're going to interrogate her somehow. I think we can get something out of her.
Okay. All right. Well,
but point us in the right direction, Davril. Where could we be the most help on this continent right this second that she might know about?
this moment,
Where could we not the most help? Where can we have the biggest impact?
biggest impact currently is that we have heard intel that Ditex is in one of the cities that I had previously mentioned, although we're not sure which one.
Okay, then we need to get that from her. Can anyone read minds? Is that a thing?
Read dead minds. Off to the side, you see Thorin waving a sword around in the air at you.
We see you. We're coming for it. Actually, let's deal with that first. Give it here. Thank you.
Thorin says, "I think you're gonna like this a lot."
I hope I
Hands
like
you
this
the
a lot.
sword. It's a good sword.
It's not a bad sword. What does this good sword do as I flip it up in the air before I'm going to hand it to Istval as soon as Jeff is here, but what does it do?
You said you wanted the Dragon Slayer, right?
I did.
It slices, it dices, it even Julienne's. You gain a 1 bonus attack to attack and damage rolls made with this weapon. If you hit a dragon, it takes an extra 3d6 of the weapon's type.
So wait, you get a double attack with it? What?
No. You gain +1 bonus to your attack and damage rolls.
Okay, plus it's a magic weapon, +1.
Yes.
And it does
Yes.
Dragon Slayer shit.
Yes. When you hit a dragon with this weapon, the dragon takes an extra 3d6 of the weapon's type.
This is exactly what I want. I love you. You're the best.
Yeah.
Pretty sure I already paid you, so I'm not going to give you more money.
So this is just a slashing weapon. I didn't imbue it with any element. I can always do that. It'll cost extra.
Oh. You can't. I mean, as long as we're going to stay on message, can you put Flame Tongue on it?
Flame tongue.
Flames on it? Does that make it go faster?
Well, I can't put flame tongue specifically on it, but I can give it an elemental affinity.
What does that mean?
So you want something to where you can speak a command word to activate or deactivate an element on it, or I can Thorin can't do that, so he can put an element onto the weapon.
So it'll just be on fire forever.
It would be a flaming sword, yeah. A magical flaming sword. But if you attune to it, it won't hurt you.
What elements are our options?
I can do anything. Fire, ice, thunder, poison.
Divine? Holy?
Hmm.
I say because we're going against a necromancer and undead dragons.
I can do
Radiant?
I can do base elements for you. That's about the best I can do.
Oh, yeah. Don't want to show off any, do you? Shit. I don't know, guys. I need Jeff here. This was supposed to be Jeff's weapon.
We can put just a pin in the conversation.
We can retcon it later.
Yeah. We can just kind of flash back to it and flash forward
Sounds
before
good.
you hit and enter the next combat. Okay. So, you want to interrogate Flinar. There are 3 potential cities. Davril had listed them off as Isimbra, Shadowdale, and Ashburnford.
Pulling up my notepad real quick. Isimbra, that was the place that
The
the
minor
miners
mentioned
were from. What were the other 2?
Shadowdale
Shadowdale.
and Ashburnford.
All right, y'all ready to interrogate this bitch?
I'm going to say it's 10 o'clock.
We'll interrogate her next time.
Yeah.
Long rest?
Oh, absolutely. Long rested up. Also, congratulations. You are now level 17.
We're really going through those levels fast now.
Yeah, because all of those combats you did were hard.
This one didn't feel too bad.
I think this was the quickest level up.
Yeah.
Was that, John?
I almost died. Yeah, that was a fast level up. I think that was it was just the number of encounters to from when we were here before to when we were there and back, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is fast.
Okay, double checking. We're supposed to be level 17 is what we're leveling up to.
Whatever the next level up is for you. So when you do your charactermancer, just increase the level tick by 1.
Yeah, but you know it gets weird for me, so I'm just triple checking.
Oh yeah. For you, for some reason, I'm gonna watch to see if it sticks your speed back up to 75.
Yeah, it says starting at 14th level, your speed increases by 25.
So
let's see what happens.
when you look, so it's from your base speed. So I know on that table it can get confusing because it says, speed increase, plus 10, plus 10, plus 10, plus 10. It's always plus 10 until there's an actual increase. So it's not like you get an additional 10 each level.
I get proficiency in all saving throws now.
You have 14 key points.
And I can re-roll any saving throw.
Whenever, yeah. You can spend 1 key point to re-roll it and take the second roll. Excellent. So, your speed, what is your base speed? 30, because you're human?
It's 35 because I'm a monk.
Right.
Okay, it only increased it by...
All right. I'm going to go ahead and take off.
Yeah, if you don't level up now, just remember to do it by
Oh,
next week.
Sweet.
I think
Y'all have a good week.
Yeah, you too.
See ya.
We'll see you.
All right, Jeff, you were away, but there was a conversation with you and Sean and Thorin about a sword. Also, if you didn't hear, level up to 17.
Level 17, I heard.
So we were talking with. I had Thorin craft a dragon slaying sword, and it does more. It does like an extra 3d6 to dragons, and he says he can put it and he can apply an element to it as well. And this sword was originally crafted for you anyway. I figure you have some input on if you.
It's a sword made out of fire.
No, it's made out of dragon parts. Because you use dragon teeth and stuff like that. So, this is basically a longsword. So it's going to be, I think a longsword is slashing. Let me double check. So I know it's a martial weapon. Yeah, it does slashing. So when you do a regular attack with it, it'll do it's regular 1d8. But if you hit a dragon with it, it'll do 1d8 plus 3d6 of the weapon's type. And if you want to put fire on it, it'll become 3d6 fire damage.
Can I make it? Can it be acid?
Yes, it can.
Let's go with acid.
All right.
The only thing that wouldn't be good against is a black dragon, so that would. Yeah. That would cover lightning, fire.
Well, we killed lightning.
That's true.
And Davro
Fire.
listed off the ones that are dead.
Fire and cold.
Red and black are still alive.
So let's do lightning then.
All right. So it'll do, when you hit a dragon with it, it will do 3d6 lightning damage.
Cool.
Wait, for the purpose of this weapon, dragon refers to any creature with the dragon type, including dragon turtles and wyverns. All right.
What about dragon turtles?
Oh, this weapon counts against dragon turtles.
Oh yeah, because they're dragon type Pokemon.
Yep. All right, so make a note of that weapon. You don't need to attune for this.
I do not attune.
Nah, because the element is applied directly to it.
Sweet. So I can just like keep it in my bag.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll have like 2 weapons that I could draw at the beginning of each combat.
So it's a +1 as well, so you get a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls. So it's the base of the weapon is a longsword. So it's 1d8, which is not a lot, but it becomes a 1d9.
And what would I call this? Just the dragon sword?
Thorin says you can call it whatever you want. It's your weapon.
I'm gonna call her Lucy.
I got an annoying thing from leveling up.
What's up?
I have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing. So I take half damage from all those, but now I have to remember that.
Lord, how dare it give you
Oh
something?
no, Sean.
Okay.
Oh no.
I barely remember anything. I didn't cast any spells that entire fight with that Findleflagon lady.
Plenar.
Yep, that's it.
Her name isn't even that hard. I'm not sure why you forget it. Or do you just not care?
She's so unimportant to me now that she's dead.
Well, she's gone.
Like, I'm torn between interrogating her or just sending a mental message to Ditex saying, "We killed your girlfriend, LOL."
Definitely 100%.
And I have a spell now that I might like, I'm really torn between using. We need to interrogate her. That's it. That's the answer. We need to interrogate her.
need to
Interrogator, I want her
resurrect
to
her.
die and watch her run.
We're gonna bring her back to life and be like, "Hey, just checking in. We saved you." Ditex sends cookies and flowers.
Do you get to apply your strength to your damage?
Pretty sure he does.
Probably. I'm just setting it up now. I actually didn't mean to click that.
I clicked it.
So,
Oh,
So my longsword does 1d8 plus strength plus magic.
So yeah, don't forget that +1 on your attack for
oh, I
attack
did
and
that.
damage.
And it's 1d8, correct?
Yeah, it's a longsword base.
And then +4 for strength damage.
Well, technically, it would be a longsword +1. So yeah, it's a 1d8 slashing with a melee attack +1, melee damage +1.
All right, I'm going to bed. Killing the stream.